Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Achad Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh side, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh side, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh side. Hasan Kahakadash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who we well, as well as peace and blessings of the wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, I'm Zahar, spiritual and lawyer. And today I want to go into a testimony about a dream that I had. I would think it's a vision that I had around 2016, maybe 2017. And basically, in this vision, we were at like a beach party, but I think we were in Memphis, Tennessee. All right, because we were visit brothers in Memphis, Tennessee at the particular time when they were building the camp, building the ministry. So we would go to Memphis, but in my dream, in my vision, all right, we were at, I would think that it's called the Peabody. It's kind of like a lakefront, all right, in front of the Mississippi River. And within the Peabody, all right, it's like a walking trail and, just a scenic environment, right? So in the dream, it was like a beach party at the Peabody, okay, which is a lakefront. And it was, in my vision, it was vividly Future playing in the background, the rapper Future playing in the background. And in the beach party, it was just, I guess it was like a party, but I remember seeing like people dressed up in animal uniforms. You know how you got like these freaky parties and people be dressed up in like an animal uniform and stuff? It was one of those parties. But in my dream, I remember saying, because I was almost narrating it, I was like, this is Sodom. When someone said it for me, it was like, this is Sodom. So it's a beach party. They playing Future in the background. People dressed up in animal suits and stuff. Then I looked over to my right, and it's the city front, like the skyline, so to speak. And within the city front, all right, where you saw the big buildings, 100 feet in the air, maybe a couple 100 feet in the air, it's a white Nissan Frontier twirling in the sky. It's a white Nissan Frontier just twirling in the sky. And I remember thinking to myself, whatever wind has that truck twirling in the air like that, that wind is coming towards this way. And next thing I know, it started raining real bad at the beach, right at the lakefront. It's raining real bad, and it's bad wind. And I had the former camp leader with me. I don't like to talk about him much, but he was in the vision. All right, I had the former, camp leader with me, and we started to run from the wind that was headed towards our way. There was a lot of rain and wind. It was real bad. And I tell him, grab my arm, lock into my arm, because if the wind is bad, you lock into my arm, we'll be twice as heavy. It'll be hard for us to get carried away in the wind. But he refused to do so because it was almost like he didn't want the beach party to end, right? So I run into a building to take cover, and then I wake up. But the point is, man, like, the Most High is about to judge this place. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. This is Sodom. All right. This is Sodom. All right. These cities. All right. Brothers just put up a post that said that Houston just diagnosed 42,000 people. All right, with STDs in 1 week. Houston just diagnosed 42,000 people, approximately 42,000 people with STDs in 1 week. And I remember seeing the chart that the brothers put up, the Yashawama put up. They diagnosed 17,000 people with HIV in 1 week. There might have been like 3,000 for chlamydia, 4,000 for gonorrhea. It was bad, man. But if you think about it, you know, you shit what you eat. All right, you shit what you eat. The STD rate, the STD cases, is the cesspool for Jake ingesting the culture of debauchery. Whatever you eat, you have to shit. So if you eat a lifestyle, if you eat a philosophy, just like in the garden, you ate a philosophy, you ate a mind, you ingested a mindset, the forbidden fruit. All right? You've ingested westernization. You've ingested that. You've consumed it. But now you have to defecate, or you have to defecate the STD rate. You have to defecate single motherhood and single parenthood. You have to defecate children born into broken families. You have to defecate, all right, infidelity, all right, because say the woman, all right, is addicted to stimulation. So she's in a relationship being unfulfilled. She's addicted to dating and speed dating, and now she's in a relationship feeling sexually unfulfilled. All right. That STD rate, that chart, there was a chart showing the cesspool of wickedness. The shit has to go somewhere. So a high STD rate, a high single motherhood rate, all right, a high infidelity rate, a high fraternity rate in which you find out you're not the father. All right, this is Sodom. A high, just a high wickedness rate, man. It's the outcome of a philosophy, a mindset that you've ingested, and a toxin has to go. The toxins has to be released. So the STD chart is just the toxins being released. All right, that's your cesspool. When you have a neighborhood, a community, and there's all these different houses, all right, and you take a shower, you wash your face, you defecate, you take a piss, you flush the toilet. Everything has drainage. It has drainage. And it goes down a pipe system, a sewage system, and then sewage ultimately goes into a fucking cesspool, man. All right, so that STD rate, they're just a cesspool, man. And it's not just Houston. I think Jackson still is the highest in STDs, if I'm not mistaken, Jackson, Mississippi. But we're talking about per population because Jackson is a small city compared to, say, Houston, which has millions of people. Jackson might have less than 200,000 people. So per population, Jackson, Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken, still might be higher because we're talking per population. All right, but it's just a cesspool, just like the murder rate is high. All right, that's part of the cesspool. The cesspool of a culture. All right? All right? You shit what you eat. You shit what you eat, man. And it's a foul odor. See, when you eat something, when you literally eat something, it tastes good and it feels good to your senses, like comfort food. But when you release it, all right, it's a foul odor. Same thing with debauchery. Same thing with just wild open sex. All right? When you consume it, it feels good to the body, it feels good to the flesh. But you know, the STD rate, that's that foul odor. All right, that's the release. All right, that's the cesspool, man. Waking up, finding out you pregnant, you know, wasn't expecting it. Was some dude, some dude you didn't really know like that. You know, the high abortion rate. That high abortion rate, it's part of that cesspool, man. The kingdom is crumbling when a teacher making $40,000 a year and quit her job and go on OnlyFans and make hundreds of dollars a year. The kingdom is crumbling. A kingdom to go after a lower nature. That's when the kingdom crumbles. Okay? This is Sodom. Okay? New Orleans, Bourbon Street, Memphis, Beale Street, San Francisco, Atlanta, the inner city culture, New York, these laws that allow alphabet to get married, or just the freedom. It says in Psalm 12 and 8, the wicked walking on every side when the valorous men are exalted. So when the valorous men, the elites of Esau, Edom, they're the valorous men. When they're put in a position of authority, you liberate people to be like them, as it says in Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right, roughly paraphrasing, the way of the king is the way of the people. The way of the people is the way of the king. So whatever manner the king is, that's the manner of the people. So the manners of the kings of this planet, the kings of this world, which are the elites, the dukes of Edom, all right? Their manner is anti-Yahweh. It's do as thou wilt. It's impulses in your nature first. It's Satanism. So the way of the people have been seduced to be Satanism, which trickled down to the Israelites. As it says in the book of Proverbs, the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduced him. What's the way of the wicked? Rebellion. Going after your flesh. As it spoke about in Genesis, towards the mindset before the flood, the time before the flood. It said every man walking after his own heart. What the fuck do you think we're doing now? What the fuck do you think Jake is doing now? Every man is walking after his own heart, which means when you say I'm speaking my truth, and you going off your spirit and your mindset, and you're not subjugating yourself to the laws of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, or even the laws of tradition, which in a lot of cases is rooted in the laws of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. You just doing you. You got bitches to say that, like, I want to do me. Bitches be in a marriage and they still want to do them, you know? That's going after your own heart. And that's why the scripture says, remember Lot's wife. All right, that's not just talking about your woman that you should take heed to. All right? That's talking about the nation of Israel women, the Israelite woman, starting with the so-called black woman, Eve, man. Eve looked back. Eve is in love with Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why your bitch is all into this Western shit, man. All right? I mean, I can't speak for every brother, but in general, man. That's why the so-called black woman is into this Western shit. She loves Sodom and Gomorrah. She, just like Lot, wife, might have had gay friends in the city. She might have had gay friends. But what does Eve have? A bunch of gay friends, man. You know? They had money there. They had estates there. But Eve was living it up in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know? Same thing with us. Our women love Egypt. They love this shit, man. They love it here, man. They don't give a fuck that they had to denounce their race. Denounce their race. So they as individuals can go after their own heart. Abort their babies. So they as an individual can go after their own heart. Divorce their husband. So they as an individual can go after their own heart. All right, this is Sodom, man. Take the jab so they can continue to go after their own heart. And ultimately take the Karagma so they as individuals can go after their own heart, man. Remember Lot's wife. All right? You know? This is Sodom, man. Every nigga woman is basically gay, especially a Gen Zer. That bitch is Gen Zer. All right, bitch, 18, you know, bitch, under 27 years old. If a chicks is like 18, 20, 22, it's a good chance she's just straight up gay, man. You know? The average woman you've been with, she'd have been ate out by another woman. This is Sodom, man. Oh, not to mention these down low niggas, man, that secretly talk to Transformers, man. That's very prevalent in this city. All right, niggas really into that Sydney Star shit, man. Shalom, shalom. Niggas really love them a Sydney Star, man. All right, Eddie Winslow ass niggas. It's real shit. And you thug loving females, a lot of them thugs, they into that Sydney Star shit, man. All right. You know what I mean by when I say that shit. Sydney Star. It's not a bitch. It's not a bitch with a dick. It's a man with tits. Like they said in the movie Tan with that teddy bear. All right. It's not a bitch with a dick. It's a man with tits. All right. And niggas is into that, man. All right. A nigga was in a podcast and he was talking about niggas messing with Sydney Star, right? Or dudes like Sydney Star. He was like, man, that's regular. That's regular. You know? That's regular. Like, that's normal for a nigga to mess with a Sydney Star, man. All right? But why is that so normal? Because this is Sodom, man. Hey, my phone just chirped when I said this is Sodom, man. Okay? All right, this freaky shit, man. Sexy red shit. Little 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds dancing to sexy red, man. Just rebellion. It's just rebellion. All right? But it's not cool for a woman, or to say a woman should be a chaste virgin until she gets married. Married in the sense that she finds a man, a husband. All right? It's not cool, all right, to say, hell nah, I ain't talking to another man's wife. You stupid. That's not cool to say that shit, man. That's part of it being Sodom and Gomorrah too, just adultery, man. Bitches got a whole nother life in their phone. All right? This is Sodom, man. And what do you think is going to happen to this place? Sodom and Gomorrah, those 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah being burnt was a ensample. You look up ensample or example, it goes back to sample. So what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah was a sample of what's going to happen to the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, the city that is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. If you can't tell me, if you don't agree with this place being Egypt, then you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Memphis, Tennessee is from the city Memphis, all right, within the jurisdiction of Egypt. I think it's called Memphis, Egypt. All right. The Nile River, all right, the Mississippi River is in the same position in America where the Nile River was over there in Egypt. In Egypt, women worked, all right, and had apartments and owned land and had niggas and divorced niggas, all right? In America, women work and own property and have their own apartments and kick a nigga out, man. All right? In Egypt, everybody worship the sun god, all right? In America, people go to church on Sunday, all right? Everything is after the sun god, all right? You see? That's just how that works, man. All right, this is garbage. This place is garbage, man. Don't let these new cell phones and this AI make you think that we're in a really dope place. This place is trash, man. It's fucking trash, man. Okay? And that's real talk. But, hey, till the next time, hey, I hope you brothers were edified. Hey, shalom.